Good evening, everyone. I am Vishnu Ektab, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Mint newspaper headlines. So, first of all, should RBI pay attention to IMF advice on forex? Next, curves we must band. Next, data recap: Diwali AQI, forex dip, Google versus CCI. Then we come to page number 7. On that, center may reform try on lines of FCC. Next, no health cap buying Twitter to help humanity, Elon Musk. Next, Zuckerberg calls for patience has cost sore. Next, Clean Max plans to rise $250 billion. Next, RBI to hold special monetary policy panel meeting on 3 November. Next, UK pushes for sharp tariff cuts on Scotch whiskey under FTA. Next, Wall Street says it's too early to bet on King Dollar demise. Next, ECB doubles key rate despite fears of looming recession. Next, India will be massive part of Spotify biz. Then we come to page number 8. On that, soaring gas prices to bloat fertilizer subsidy by rupees 40,000 crore. Next, merger of anti-profit ring body with CCI faces hurdles. Next, restriction on use of glyphosate derivatives in farming. Next, no takers of for green power worth 5GW. Next, state told to enforce action plan over stubble burning. Then next Chevron Oil and Gas gets extension of our Rajasthan block till May 2030. Next, Fusion Microfinance initial share sale to open on 2nd November. Next, TDS can file for non-salary transaction for 30 November. Next, WhatsApp submit reports to IT Minister on outage. Next, HM European partner finish due diligence for EV project. Next, block mechanism on demat accounts. SEBI clarifies order. Then we comes to page number 10. On that, MPC meet on 3 November to discuss letter to government. Next, over 900 iterers see exit Swiggy, dine out, sitting deep discount. Next, NHAI invite to be listened on BSC today. Then we come to page number 11. On that, bonds have a few takers, even as Germany battles energy crisis. Next, China industrial profits decline again on COVID and property. Next, masala buy not enough to spy on Dabur, not enough to spy up Dabur India. Next, Kotak Mahindra Bank's investor have worries beyond sustaining NIM. Next, Shell extends profit on high energy prices. Next, derivative volume touch records rupees 17,350 trillion in April-October. Next, Wall Street says it's too early to bet on King Dollar demise. Then we comes to page number 12. On that, KKR agrees to acquire NES Digital Engineering for over $500 million. Next, Northern Arc secure $50 million from Development Bank FMO. Next, nearly two-thirds of users' data available on dark web shows study. Next, Blue Spire rises $9.2 million in bearing PE lead round. Next, startup setup fight against Google fees. Next, then investors put in $120 million in pre-IPO round. Next, the promise of Web3 decentralized tomorrow. Then we comes to page number 13. On that, India will be a massive part of Spotify, says CEO. Next, UK pushes for sharp tariff cuts on Scotch whisky after under FTA. Next, FTA in focus of PM Sunak talk. Next, Clean Max plans to raise $250 million. Next, try may get to penalize firm that don't meet standards. Next, acquiring Twitter to help humanity. Musk. Next, Ato firm expect sales momentum to continue in November. Next, Zuckerberg's call for patience as Meta cost spook investor. Then we comes to page number 14. It's an article section in that AstraZeneca COVID jabs saved over 6 million lives. Next, no left turn, please well safe. Then we comes to page number 15. In that article section, in that Curie deadline for IDBI Bank extended. Next, Tata Chemical Q2 net jump nearly threefolded. Next, another bird hit, this time on Akasha. Next, India emerged below world average. Next, weakness in consumption reported due to impact of inflation, says CEO Alan Jope. Next, Unilever spot value growth in India and amid decline. in volumes. Next, Indigo allowed to wait lease plans. Next, M3M India to invest rupees 7 crore in Haryana. Next, Asorella Mittal BHP to capture carbon. Next, JSW still use arm rises $182 million. Next, Tata Airbus deal to make C295 aircraft. Then next, India women cricket to be paid same match fees as men. Then we come to page number 16 on that Samsung name third generation here Lee as chairman after Parodon. Next, Credit Suisse to raise $4 billion to fund sweeping overhauled. Next, Egypt unexpected rises rate by 200 basis points to 13.25%. Next, Google to appeal 4.1 billion euro Android fine at Europe top court. Next, after 2 week quarter, US GDP recovers in quarter 3. Next, ECB double key interest rate despite recession fear. Next, we comes to the page number 18 on that article section in that know the gaps in insurance policy for mental illness. Next, why do premiums for motors insurance vary on different sites? Next, how KYC complaint will help insure file claims. Then next, will crypto asset reporting framework bring clarity for investors. Next, we comes to page number 19 on that article section. Moon lighting is likely to invert the traditional pyramid of work. Next, the planet is counting on us to keep it level. Then next, we can't escape the consequences of great power politics. Next comes to page number 20 on that the global hunger index should is taught us to act rather than crap. Next, Indians don't have good reason to celebrate Sunak evaluation. And next, India should liberalize its taxation regime for expats. Then that's for today. Thanks for watching.